Yes, who's back for another video, guys? Yes, come on. By the way, guys, can we have a moment of appreciation for my Christmas jumper? It's really getting festive vibes in here. You see over there, my beautiful tree, and up there, my beautiful lights. I just love Christmas. Favorite time of the year. For all you guys out there, I know that my channel is obviously your go-to Christmas viewing. So we're back. We don't want to disappoint. Although we're not in Cambridge, although the Michaelmas term has ended, we're back. Well, the plans for this video are all contained in the title. What is the University of Cambridge really like? First of all, we're going to do a bit of a rundown of just Cambridgey stuff. So, you know, like colleges, matriculation, the annual timetable, and then I'm going to talk a bit about academics, but I am going to do another more focused video on my subject and academics specifically, so I won't go into too much depth. Then I'll talk about extracurricular activities, then free time / nightlife, because obviously. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, please subscribe to the channel, because we'll be back next term, Lent term, with some brand new shiny vlogs. And as always, guys, let's get into the video. So, first things first, let's talk Cambridge, shall we? The first thing I want to discuss with you guys is a little bit about Cambridge, about how the university works, about how it's unique to other universities, and the most notable difference is that it is a collegiate university, and that means that the university is divided into 31 separate colleges, all spread around Cambridge, and basically the students usually live on their main college site, with some exceptions. Oh my days, I haven't even told you what college I'm at. What sort of info is this I'm giving you? Right, I'm at Robinson College, which is the newest college, and it's also very famous for being made of lots of red bricks. It looks like a huge red brick fortress. Some people like to criticize the architecture. It's a pretty unique college. The people there are so friendly. Oh my word, I absolutely love them. Another aspect of colleges, which is very important actually, is the college dining halls. This is where formals are held. And for those of you that don't know, formal dinners are these beautiful multi-course affairs where you get dressed up in a suit and you have to wear your undergraduate gown. What happens is you enter this beautiful big hall and you go and stand behind a seat, and now you have to stand there until the warden, who is the head of the college, comes in, and then a big gong will be hit, and then the warden will recite some set words in Latin, and at that moment when he sits down, you are also allowed to pull out your seat. And then, before you know it, the first course is brought out to you. We have 3 courses, and pudding, oh my word, pudding. Oh, we had tiramisu one week. That was outrageous. But anyway, the food in the formals is generally exquisite. And right, moving on to the final thing I want to say about colleges, and perhaps one of the most strange things about colleges in Cambridge, is the idea of college families. So, when you arrive, you know, fresh-faced, at the beginning of your degree, on day 1, you are immediately assigned to a college family. And all this means is that you have parents who are in the year above you, whose job it is to, you know, look after you, be a point of contact, and be a friend, most of all. So yeah, when I arrived, I had 3 college dads. How do college parents come to exist? Well, basically, during your first year, you end up marrying maybe your best friend, or maybe your best couple of friends, and it's a whole ritual. So basically, you have to propose to your friends, you know, get on one knee, will you college marry me? And then if they say yes, happy days. And some of the college proposals are taken extremely seriously. So, part 2 of the Cambridge stuff that I want to talk about is, you know, some of the things that occur throughout the year that are part of the Cambridge annual timetable, if you like. So first of which, of course, is matriculation, proper day one. We had to get all dressed up in a suit and our undergraduate gowns. Hopefully I'll have a video of myself so you guys can see. And you have to then go and sign the matriculation book, and at that moment you become a formal member of not only your college but the University of Cambridge. And I just remember it was such a happy day. I have over here my matriculation photograph, if you guys want to take a look. I am over here sporting a very misguided hairstyle, but it's okay, I've corrected myself. And here's the warden and all the various people. This is all the freshers from my year, and now I have this memory immortalized forever, which is just brilliant and all framed. So yeah, basically at Cambridge there are 3 terms. These 3 terms are called the Michaelmas term, which is the one that has just finished, the Lent term and the Easter term, and they are all pretty short and intense, only 8 weeks, and it actually flies by. Michaelmas absolutely rocketed. To be honest, with the amount of work that I have, I do need to work on the weekends sometimes, but I still find plenty of time to hang out with my friends, do other activities that I want to do, so I don't find it too much of an imposition. And with the short terms, I'm more than happy to take the sacrifice then and, you know, enjoy the holidays later. And yeah, final thing, probably the best thing I gotta mention about the annual timetable. It's something I've not actually experienced yet, but I cannot wait. It is May week, which is basically a period of a couple weeks, I'm told, at the beginning of June after exams have finished. And there's most notably a series of May balls which are held at Robinson. They have a May ball, and I've been told countless amazing stories about the May ball. Apparently there's like rides and all sorts of fun things going on, so really looking forward to that. Right, time to move on to part 2 of the video, which is going to talk a little bit about the academic life at Cambridge. You can't move past the academic life. It's it's obviously like the main reason that you're at Cambridge, isn't it? So I thought I'd just firstly explain to you what the various people actually are. If you're in Cambridge, you'll hear people talk endlessly about their DOS. Now this stands for Director of Studies, and it's usually one of your supervisors, and they're basically responsible for your general academic welfare. If you have any problems with any of your supervisors or lecturers, or you're just struggling in general with the work, you can go straight to them. They're your first point of call. And then the next sort of point of call you'd have is your tutor, who is sort of the same kind of idea, but it's not really for academic stuff, more for personal issues that you may be having at college. And then finally, fellows. Now, I think fellows in Cambridge are probably the most famous for the fact that they're allowed to walk on the grass in many colleges, whereas students are not. Okay, they define fellow on their website as a senior member of a college elected to a particular position of authority and responsibility in relation to the academic work and government of the college. So like I say, someone who's been recognised by the college and elected to a position of authority. Right, moving on to the next thing, which is a bit more specific. It's about the degrees more generally. So most undergraduate degrees at Cambridge are tripos degrees, which simply means, you know, 3-year degrees, which are made up of various papers at the end of each year. And then in terms of like the academic timetable, so for law, I have lectures 5 days per week, 11 hours per week. Another thing which is unique to Cambridge/Oxford is this idea of supervisions, which are extremely small group-based sort of classes where you'll have a supervisor and maybe 3, maximum 4 people, 4 students with the supervisor. You'll have supervisions in each paper approximately every 2 weeks, and you'll be given a reading list with all the things you need to read for that supervision. So it will have textbook, for law it will have cases. Oh my word, it will have cases. I've learned so much, not only from the supervisor but from my colleagues, just debating issues, because they just see things from different angles to what I'm seeing them. And it's just brilliant, especially with sort of essay kind of questions where no perspective is right. As long as you put your argument forward in a convincing manner, then it's all good. Component 3, extracurricular activities. Let me just run you through the activities I do. I've already mentioned them briefly, but I'm a member of the Robinson College Chapel Choir. We meet to sing 3 times a week. We do 2 services every week. And to be honest with you, it's just such an amazing atmosphere. I have made most of my closest friends from the choir. I'm so grateful actually that I was persuaded into the choir by some of my friends, because honestly, my level of happiness at Cambridge just skyrocketed. Also, I play squash. Now, I play squash for Robinson and we play other colleges. And I also am part of the uni development squad, which is basically the squad that is just like, okay, you guys know how to play squash, but you're not good enough to be in the uni team. Final thing is that I am a member of the Robinson College Christian Union. We meet every Saturday night and we all take it in turns to cook food, and we do a Bible study, and once again, it's just a really nice chilled atmosphere, and you just make so many close friends, and it's obviously great to have an outlet to, you know, talk about your faith and talk about spiritual stuff. And also, you know, joining that led to me finding a church, and it's helped me to build my life really nicely in Cambridge, like to the point where I'm so happy to be there. Like, I'm so happy to be at home in the holidays, and I'm so happy to be at Cambridge when I'm in Cambridge. There's loads, billions of other extracurricular activities for anyone to get involved in. So, let's talk about free time. So, the nightlife, let's start with that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't participate in the nightlife as much as some of you obviously may expect, but there are sort of 4 main clubs that I've heard of in Cambridge. There's more obviously, but 4 main ones: Revs or Revolution, Lola's, MASH and Vinyl. Haven't been to any of them, don't know what they're like. Try them out for yourselves if you want to. Another big thing, not even to do with clubs, is just a trip to Spoons. Loads of people go on a trip to Spoons, maybe every week or what have you, and they go out and have a good time. And oh, how could I forget, every week at Robinson, this is not true of every college, but every week at Robinson, there is a bop, which is sort of like, it's like a homemade nightclub. There's a little room with a bar in it, and it's sort of like blacked out, and there's disco lights and all sorts, and there's a sort of bop every single week with different themes. So the first week was Dress As Your Degree. There's been a whole bunch. There was a Halloween bop, there was a Bridgemas bop. There's so many different themes that go on. In terms of free time, the JCR at every single college, the Junior Common Room, is where you'll find loads of students all the time socialising. In our JCR there's a pool table, which is a huge hit, but then there's also just super comfy chairs where you can sit down, have a chat, go to the cafe which is right next door, grab a cup of coffee, or if you're feeling a bit cheeky, a Bailey's hot chocolate. But anyway guys, that's gonna wrap up this little, we'll call it talking head video, of me basically info dumping on you about the University of Cambridge. If you've liked the video, if you want to know more about Cambridge, please leave a like on the video, please subscribe to my channel, ready for next term, and also, as you always do, leave those comments down below. You guys are so awesome, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But until the very next video, have a very Merry Christmas.